Welcome to the Girlfriend Experience podcast. We are your hosts, Jennifer and Shanice. Before we get started with anything, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and click on that notification bell.
Ding. Huh. This has been hard, y'all.
Y'all,
it's been hard.
Thank God for makeup because you can't see the sweat. Shout out to setting spray.
Correct. And if it wasn't for my makeup being done, I would have quit today. But
all the way, we're not
a lot of work.
We're not wasting it. You guys get it. So this is episode 1.
Yeah.
Jamaican bullhorn.
Episode 1, and we are recording on Valentine's Day weekend.
Yes.
And today is actually Black Love
Day. During Black History Month.
So
all black around.
In case y'all didn't realize what this was going to be, this is
what it is.
But yes, we are ready. We've been excited and waiting to talk to everyone. So if you've been following us already up to this point, thank you so much for all the love and support that we've been getting from everyone. And I'm sure that you've been seeing our videos and our TikToks. Okay,
our videos, our TikToks. I don't know yet. You catch my 1 or 2?
No, we be getting.
I'm in there.
We're going for it. Start to do more, but
y'all got me in pink today.
That's true. That's a feat.
Catch me in a month.
She's gonna be all black, everything. But yes, we are getting started. So a lot of the topics will be things that you guys want to hear, but also things that are really important to us too. So a lot of friendship, relationship, just life in general that we all go through, and hopefully you guys enjoy
it. Yep. So before every single episode, we are going to, well, in the beginning of every single episode, we have our What's Poppin'. So that's the cultural, what we see is going on in the news, that it's on Twitter, it's on Instagram, it's on Facebook, and it's driving us crazy seeing it. And we're sure it's driving you crazy. So this week, it is the Gorilla Glue lady.
Girl, let's start off with the fact that I think I'm a PI. So I was all up and down her page. And I'm like, sis, you're 40? 40. So at 40 years old, you thought that you should take a bonding agent and use it for your hair in place of hair glue.
For a ponytail. And then you waited a month before you decided to seek help because conditioner wasn't working. I've been in the hospital the next day screaming, like, get it out. Get it out. She got a GoFundMe page, $20,000. They call it surgery. I didn't see no blood.
A free surgery.
And then you got to keep the $20,000, and you're famous, and you're verified. Here we are, TikToking every damn day.
Exactly.
We're my blue check mark.
Yeah.
We're working hard, but I got to put product in my hair that's not supposed to be in my hair.
Natural selection. Honestly, I'm not, and I feel bad for her to a certain extent because I myself have had a hair crisis and all my hair fell in the sink, but we'll save that for another day. That was a long time ago and it was traumatic.
But you were also using hair product.
Yes, it was actual hair product. It was creamy crack, so that's why we're reformed. We don't do that anymore, but we don't judge. If that's what you want to do, live your life. That's your business. I won't be doing that anymore, though. I'm scarred for life.
Days like this.
Yeah. But seriously, natural selection is at work.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? And some people I think were saying, I guess she got mixed up between the Gorilla Glue gel. I feel like that's a cop-out. And even still, gel is not aerosol.
No.
So how did you get mixed up? I don't think
because you didn't. You knew exactly what you wanted to do, and you put it in your hair, and you had to cry for help. And then did you see after it was removed, they're like, what you going to do? You going to let your hair breathe? No, I'm about to go get my hair done again. And when you took the ponytail out, now I'm not talking about nobody's hair because I want to keep mine. But when you took the hair, it's like all that, and we saved only a little bit. Okay. You got $20,000 to get all the weaves and wigs and everything you want.
And I mean, let this be a lesson. And honestly, I think a lot of things are teaching moments. So I pulled the kids in because I mean, they don't need to be looking at the shade room. But this time, let's look at this. Let's look at what's on the shade room because I want you guys to understand. Please be smarter than this.
Right.
Like, don't do stupid things. And then there's people who are doing a Gorilla Glue challenge. There was another lady who used Gorilla Glue tape to wax.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. I saw it on TikTok, y'all.
If TikTok says it happened, it happened. Or did you see the guy that Gorilla Glue cups his lip and he's going to lose his top lip? And why is it all the black? What? We don't do this.
I think they have too much time on their hands. They have too much time on their hands.
This pandemic needs to end. You got to go back to work. Because
now it's pandemonium. Okay, it's too much,
and it's older people.
Yeah,
again, 40 years old. I don't know how old the guy was, but you're older than
he
21.
was definitely. I saw that hairline. He was too old to be.
He knew not to put it in his hair because he had to hold on to that little bit. He already knew, but I'm like, we're really doing this.
Yeah,
but you're not going to get the free surgery.
No,
and you lost your lip.
Right,
and then the lady with the tape. I hope you have skin. Wax beads, Amazon. Get the deal. The kids are like $30. Don't mess with that tape.
And even then, that's scary. I gotta pay someone who knows what they're doing because I do not know what I'm doing.
Girl, just make sure you're not sweating and drinking. That's all I'm saying. Just don't ask me how I know. Just I know. Make sure you're not sweating and drinking.
Look, PSA kids, we don't want you making bad decisions.
No, not at all. But yeah, y'all. Follow the labels. And then she's suing.
I did see. So I saw someone also say that might be fake. I didn't know if that was real or not because she says she doesn't have a Twitter. But if she's suing, God bless her. God bless. Because you can't sue other people for your stupidity. I feel like people still try to revert back to the 90s when the lady sued McDonald's for the hot cup of coffee. And they just be trying to GIF. They try to get in where they fit in. And no, everything is not a come up. Honestly, she should be donating at least some of that money to GoFundMe.
She needs to pay that doctor because it was $12,000. You got $20,000. You have $8,000 to walk away from that you didn't have.
Yeah, she needs to be buying some cancer wigs or something for someone because no, I'm very unhappy. I feel like the whole thing is nonsense. Yeah, and she needs to do better, please.
And take her damn blue check mark away. It doesn't like now. What are y'all gonna follow her for? What? All her different hairstyles? I'll follow somebody else because you're not it. Because even that pony, it wasn't it.
The ponytail wasn't
even it. So it was it worth it?
No.
To me, no. But I mean, you're famous now. Congrats. I just don't want to be famous for being stupid.
No, and don't do anything for clout. But that's a whole another conversation. The things that I see on the internet is too much.
Yeah,
it's too much.
But the way the doctor is cute though. So,
well, Doc, if you're watching this,
that's a win for everybody because you're like, where did Doctor go? I'm not doing nothing stupid to say hi to him, but nice to know that you're out there doing charitable work. Looking very nice.
Good job, Black Doctor. What more can you ask for?
During Black History Month.
Yeah.
Okay. Just don't be stupid,
please. So I guess we can go into our pull-up topic of the week. So our pull-up topic is always going to be our main thing. We want y'all to pull up a chair, listen, join the conversation here, social media. We want it to be real low-key and lackadaisical. So this week, we're talking shit. We're talking shit. That's our favorite thing to do. And we're talking friendships, relationships, partnerships, because, sometimes you be doing business with people. It goes left. So be careful who you choose. That's another PSA. There's lots of PSAs. Be careful who you choose because you don't want to have to cut them.
Right.
But yeah, let's get into it. So I think we really want to start with talking about what are our deal breakers when we're in these different relationships with people? What are just I forgot, what did you call it, Jen?
Non-negotiables. So we can look
at,
because you gotta let people know ahead of time. As you get older, you realize these are things that I cannot deal with. And my list normally is 10, but I say, hey, let's cut it down to 3 maybe. Maybe I may be a little picky, but I have a whole list of 10 in my phone to remind me you breaking number 5. I can't. And I'm out.
Yeah.
So yeah, your 3 non-negotiables with it, whether it's family, whether it's friendship, relationship, like you said, partnership. What are 3 things you have to have no matter what? And if it's broken, you're like, no, I'm gone.
So I think communication is big because I think a lot of times in these partnerships, relationships, friendships, there's going to be miscommunication at some point. We're not always going to agree. We can't.
Right.
We're different people.
Right.
But I think that we should be able to talk through those disagreements.
I agree.
So I think that things are going to come up. We might not agree with them, but we should be able to have some dialogue to say hey Jen, I didn't like when you
Right.
insert, like whatever, you should be able to do that. I think that we're very much so in an environment where people think that it's okay to just ghost or just
Girl.
not talk to people anymore for whatever reason. And to me, it's super childish.
Yeah.
Like, we can have a disagreement and we should be able to talk about it. And it's not to say that at the end of the disagreement, we're going to be friends and kumbaya and hug it out. And if we decide that during that disagreement, we need to part ways, that's fine.
It's okay.
But I think that that's okay. I think having the conversation is truly, truly important, because otherwise people don't know. And I think sometimes we don't give people the benefit of the doubt and intent because we feel like we know them so well.
Right.
So then you think that someone did something to you purposefully, and it's just like, no, girl, I just have things going on in my life too. But you know that if you checked. Toxic. Okay. Toxic. People are wild toxic out here.
I might say, like, I ain't got nothing right now, but I felt it in my spirit. As you said, like, I want to say,
Toxic, okay? Like, I don't know why y'all act like this. All right, so we'll bounce back to you next.
Okay, so communication is one of mine, so I'll go to a different one. Emotional intelligence.
Oh, yes.
That is a major one. Communication is number one, but I'll go to number two, emotional intelligence. If you cannot express to me how you're feeling in a respectful way, or even convey it at all, like, I feel, even if it's one word, I feel sad. Okay, now that you told me you feel sad, I can ask you a follow-up question.
Yes.
So we can begin to talk about it. But if you don't understand how you're feeling, I know you're not going to understand how I'm feeling.
Yep.
And what goes along with emotional intelligence is, if I'm telling you how I feel, it's not for you to judge whether or not it's fact or fiction, because feelings is how I'm feeling. You can't tell me how I feel.
I agree.
You just have to say, okay, I hear what you're saying, and what I'm getting from that is that you feel this. Tell it back to me so I can understand that you understand it. Because if not, I'll say it away, and I gotta get the thesaurus. Okay, you don't understand sad? How about upset? How about I'm pissed? How about, like, what works for you to get? But it's very important, because what's crazy is, as adults, there's so many adults that cannot say, I feel like this.
Yes, that's because everyone thinks that it's cute to act like they're strong and they don't have any emotions or feelings, because everyone wants to be a savage. Let me tell you something, okay? I am a savage by name, and I don't act like that. At least not as I got older. So I think when we were young, yes, you don't want to be taken advantage of. You don't want anybody to think that you're weak. But once you get older, you realize you're wasting a lot of time putting on this tough facade. And then when people treat you accordingly, you act like nothing bothers you.
And the world's ending.
And you can't do that. You have to let people in. And I'm not saying let the world in, but at least the people that you care about.
Exactly.
The people that you care about, you should give them some grace to have those conversations and dialogue. And even with emotional intelligence, read the room. Read the room. Sometimes I just need you to give me space and let me breathe. And that's okay.
It's okay. It really is okay to, like, I think people have a hard time accepting, like, it's okay if I walk away. I'm not walking away by being disrespectful. I'm walking away because, one, I know how I get in my reaction. And I know I'm about to say something that's going to make you give me a reaction.
Yes.
And it's not going to end well.
No.
So take that as me. That's like you deleting a whole paragraph and just saying, okay. That's maturity. In my, because I didn't hit you with the cat. I said okay because I don't want you to be upset with the cat, because I don't like cat either. But I said okay. Yep. That's me walking away via text. Now if I'm walking away, I'm like, I'm not. Give me 5 minutes. Give me 10 minutes. Respect my 5 or 10.
Yes.
Or I'm good for, we'll talk about toxic tricks. Like you said, read the room, understand who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
But the thing is, especially how you talk about friends and people that care, they know you're a jelly bean.
Yes.
Like, you don't have to pretend like we know you crying at home when you get home. Just cry here. It's okay.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I don't understand, and I think it's not helpful to move the needle forward and to really learn to grow together in any way when you act like that.
I agree.
I think another one for me is setting boundaries in relationships. I think all too often we have this line, like we go into relationships and partnerships and we're like, here's our line. and then someone does something and we kind of get wishy-washy because we're like, oh, we want it to work. We don't want to create any waves. And then we push our line a little bit back.
Right.
And then we push it back a little further. And eventually you're conceding and walking things back so much that now, because you didn't say anything, you almost feel like someone is running over you or taking advantage of you. And in my opinion, you're kind of to blame for that because you didn't set hardline boundaries. I think that it's important, again, kind of ties back to communication, to say how you feel about things. Because if you don't set clearly defined boundaries with people, they will keep testing the water. Even like with raising children. If we don't give them boundaries, they will continue to try us over and over. They're going to keep poking and poking and poking until finally you're like, enough. Right. But I think that's where, when you see sometimes kids who are like out of control and you're like, how did they get to 12 and they're acting like this? It's because they didn't get to 12 and act like this. They've been doing this since they were 3 and no one curbed their behavior. And I'm not going to lie, at this prime age of 32, I've had it.
32 where? 32 where? Just so y'all know. 32.
Okay. I'm tired. Yeah. I'm tired. And I'm not putting up with nobody's BS. So here's my line. And once you cross it, we can sit down and have a cute little conversation. Because again, I said I will communicate. And that's the thing. I feel like people often are like, if I have something wrong, I'm going to say something. I'm not just going to. But then when it counts,
you get mute.
You just, you're mute, tight lipped. You didn't say anything. No, I promise you, every time I'm going to say something. Yeah. You don't have to like it. And honestly, I don't care if you don't. If I'm already mad at you, I don't even care if you don't like it.
You want to talk about toxic traits? But yeah, I definitely agree. So I think my next one is trust. Because if I can't trust you, you don't need to be around me. I grew up like that. If I can't trust you I'm trying to think how a liar becomes a cheater becomes a thief, a murderer. I don't know. It's some long whatever. But basically, it's like, all right, well, you know what? If I can't trust you with basic things, with telling me the truth, and it goes back, tell me the truth of how you feel. Tell me if you like this. If you don't like steak, stop making me make steak. Yes. Tell me that you want a different cut of steak. Tell me you don't like this. But it's like, don't lie to me because you think you're protecting my feelings. Yes. That is the worst thing that you can do to me, because instead, like, the lie is worse than the action. 100%. Always. I tell my daughter don't lie to me. Tell me the truth, and then we can handle it accordingly. And that goes for partnerships. Like, don't tell me you're doing something or you're going to do it and you don't do it. Woo. Because now that's pissing me off. Now I got to do the work twice. Yep. Don't in a relationship. I'm never going to check your phone. I don't care that much to check your phone. No. And please don't go through mine either, because you're going to be disappointed because nothing's going on. But then I'm going to be pissed. Like, you couldn't even exit out the windows. Like, I know, like, you don't trust me. Now I'm pissed. Yeah. And the thing is, like, and vice versa. I'm never going to go through your phone. You're telling me you're going to go somewhere. Go somewhere. I don't care. Family the same way. Or friends. If I'm telling you something, I say, don't tell such and such. Don't go run back and tell them. Correct. I'm trusting you with this information. Yep. And the same thing is, like, when I'm telling you something, my trust is it stays with you. Do not give it back to me when you're mad at me. Well, that right there, it's like, oh, I ain't gonna say no. I'm not even gonna tell you the house is on fire because I don't trust you enough to handle it and call 911 anymore. Nope. Like, don't give it back to me. So trust. I mean, when people say loyalty, that's the same thing. Yeah. Like, if I can't trust you, you might as well bye. Communication's out the window. I don't care. I don't care how you feel with the emotional intelligence. None of that. Bye. I agree. And people always say, I feel like our parents said this so much, but once you lose trust, it's hard to get it back. It's hard to gain it back. It's hard to give it back. And you have to even hope that someone wants to go through. They find you worthy enough to keep pushing and going through and trying to regain trust. Because to me, if you're going to keep doing the same thing over and over again, well, I'm not insane. I don't know if you're insane. Right. But I'm not, and I'm not going to keep doing this with you, especially if I can't trust you. Right. Because where I can't trust you, I probably don't love you that much anymore, let alone like you. I look at you a whole different. You a whole. I don't know you. Yeah. I got to relearn you. And I don't think I have the energy. Like you said, like, we're 30. I don't have the energy. No. To learn. Like, pretty much everybody that's around me, you've been around me for a long time. Yep. I don't have the energy. So if you're messing up at this point in the stage, bye. Bye. And I'm not going to be sad. I'm not going to be home crying about it either. I might wait. I ain't trust you no way. Bye.
So I think another thing for me with relationships is, I guess it's kind of like, it can be tied in with trust, but giving me space to like breathe. I need that in any relationship. So if we're friends, don't be the friend who I'm texting who then calls me because I don't want to talk on the phone. Like I don't want to do that. Now there are friends that I do talk on the phone with, but if you're one of them, you'll know.
Right.
Otherwise, you know that you're the friend that needs to stop calling me all the time because you don't.
Y'all listen. Y'all see your name. You want to know.
I love you though. I love you. Please text me. Feel free. I promise I will respond. But I need space. And even in relationships, I need space. My parents were very strict as children, and I feel like I just need to breathe. And honestly, I'm also an air sign. I'm a Gemini. Let me just work that into this conversation because I'm always going to. I'm an air sign. I need to be like a butterfly, and I need to feel I need to feel free to like do my own thing. And I think too, even when we talk about partnerships, even in us doing this together, I feel like we both give each other the autonomy to be able to, like, I don't need to be like, hey Jen, I'm about to do blah blah blah. Exactly. Are you okay with this? No, we trust each other in our relationship. We know that we're on the same page. Girl, is it on brand? Okay, then that's it, and that's all. I need to work with people who are going to give me that space to breathe, because otherwise I feel smothered. And I think even at work, like my manager is amazing, and she gives me the freedom to be able to just come in, do my thing. If I have questions or concerns, I bring them to her, but she's not constantly breathing down my neck. And that's the kind of manager that I need. Having micromanagers, it just eats me up from the inside out. And it's too much. So I think that might be one that's a little less conventional, because there's some people who like to be together all the time. I need space. I need space.
Small doses. Small doses is okay. Even like you said with texting, like even as friends, like I don't need you to text me 5 times a day. What you doing? How you doing?
I'm okay.
I'm good. I was good the last 5 minutes. Nothing really changed. Trust me, if something happened, I'm gonna let you know if I want you in my space to let you know.
Yes.
Like that's small doses is important, because like you said, not to mention we have kids. I just don't have 5 minutes.
Yes.
5 minutes is all it takes really for me to hit reset. But if you're going to be on my back,
I can't.
Bye.
I can't do it. Because I promise you will see me on social media posting and ignoring your call. I'm sorry. I don't love you any less. But being on and I think people often get that mixed up. I think people are like, oh, you're on social media, but you're not answering me. Because that's not what I want to do. That's not personal. Me on social media scrolling or liking or posting whatever I'm posting, that's only me to myself. That's me taking my me time to breathe. That is not you inviting me into that is not me inviting you into my space. So
people take social media too serious.
They really do.
Yes, I see. Yes. There's some times where it irritates me where I see like people are posting stuff and it's like, no, but like there's a deadline to some things.
Yes.
Get it together.
Yes.
But other times like, oh, I text you 5 minutes. I don't need you to text back in 10, like do what you gotta do, because I promise you, I saw your message come through and I slid it right on up to finish. So I know it happened.
Yeah.
And that's, it's just understand people are grown.
Yes. And you don't know what I'm doing, mind your business.
All the way through. Okay, so my last one is to be supportive.
Oh, yes.
Support gets support, and I say that all the time because it's. This is going through in signs. I'm a water sign, and I'm a Cancer. I'm not the most cancerous person that you meet, Cancerian person that you'll meet. I have Virgo tendencies, but I am very. I guess they say Cancers are nurturing.
Yes.
I am very like, if I care about what you're doing, I'm going to care about what you're doing 100%. And if you need me to help you any way, shape, or form, I got you. I just want it to be receptive. Like reciprocity, that's another one too. But that goes into support. Reciprocity is so important. If I'm there for you, just be there for me. I don't need you to be as hands-on as I may be, just to be like, yo, I'm proud of you. You did a good job.
Yep.
I saw that such and such, and I thought that was funny. Or you look like just affirmations to know that you're there, whether it's physically, emotionally, anything. Just be there.
Yeah.
And that will go a long way, because then I know I have a support system and I know that people care, and then I'm going to be the best me possible. And I'm going to kill whatever I'm doing, because not only do I know I'm doing it and it's something I enjoy, but now I know I have the support and approval of others.
Yep. It's important to have an army behind you.
Yeah.
Like, you need that. And it's not necessarily, I think sometimes too, people get it mixed up and they think that you're looking for outside validation. And it's not about validation. It's about having people who you know are going to hold you down.
Exactly.
And equally, I think it's important, because those are the people who, if you are doing something that's out of line or wrong, will be there to check you.
Right.
Because you can't check me if you're never saying anything positive to me.
Exactly.
So I'm going to need that balance from people. I think, yeah, support is important. And on top of that, don't ask me to support you if you don't support me. That's the problem. Like, you want me to be there for you. You're doing this new thing and you want me to like and comment. No, girl. What do you do for? Because likes are free.
Right.
Likes are free. I'm not even asking you to buy anything from me. So just sharing content, things like that. But now that you're selling body bombs and candles, you want me to... No, I'm not doing that. No. And I'm not going to be part of your pyramid scheme either. So don't add me there either. But we haven't seen any of those in a while, and I'm happy.
Really?
I haven't seen any
since this pandemic. Everybody trying to get rich. I don't have money. I don't like gambling, so no, I don't trust you. Again, I don't know you.
I don't even know you.
Right. Get out of my no.
I didn't even know you in high school. You're just on my Facebook because you're just here. I'm not looking for you, and I'm not checking for
just
you.
Remember, if this was MySpace, you are not my type. Tom will be there before you. Get out. 100%. Those are good non-negotiables. I'm gonna have to ask some of them.
Yes. No. That is good.
Let me get my notes.
So, what is important for you to put into your friendship? So I know those are things that are like non-negotiable that we need from other people, but what is at least one thing that you feel like you try to pour back into your friends? And maybe it's the same.
I mean, it's definitely the support of everything.
Yeah.
I feel like that is, I can't help it. I mean, sometimes like Layla would say, Mom, you taking over everything. It's just like, cause I just want it to be the best for you. Like I just want you to do so good. And it can be the takeover spirit sometimes, but just know that it's coming from a good place. So with me, it's like, I just have to let everyone know, like, I got you.
Yeah.
100%. I got you no matter what, whether you mess up and we have to start all over. I'm going to be right there. Like, okay, this didn't work. Like, let's reevaluate what you did and let's fix it and try it at this angle. And I'm not going to judge you. You fail. Okay, we all fail 100% of the time. But I'm going to be there to pick you up. We're going to laugh about it and be like, no, you know, dang well, that was not what you were supposed to be doing. We said this. And then that's it. So me, it's like, I just have to have that freedom of like, just to be that nurturing person.
That's true. Because Jen will tell me like, oh, you said you were doing this thing and I haven't seen any posts lately. And I'm like, oh, well, I don't know what happened.
Accountability.
I'm like, I'm working on the podcast though.
And you know what? And you are a friend. I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
I feel so supported.
I think.
What about you?
So I think for me, my biggest thing in friendship is creating a transparent space where you don't have to feel judged. I try to be the non-judgmental friend. So I want you to be able to come to me and say like, hey, this thing is going on. And even if it's not my cup of tea or something that I would do, girl, I don't care. It's not my life. I don't have to live like that. But everyone needs somebody to be able to vent to. And I feel like I just want you to be like, if you're in trouble, something's happening, or you just need to tell me something crazy that happened, that's fine. Like, I'm not going to be like next week. So yeah, remember last week when you said that this happened or this person did?
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Like, so what? I don't care, because I feel like that's important. I think sometimes you have friendships, and of course every friendship and relationship is not going to be the same, but you should be able to tell your friends things that are happening in your life without feeling like the business is either going to leave me and go to someone else, or feeling like I'm going to be judging you on the back end. Because honestly, one thing about me, most of the time I really don't care about a lot of things. Like most things I'm just like, okay. Like, I don't care. I'm not going to hold on to it, and I'm most certainly not going to I'm not judging other adults for their actions because I don't have to live with them. So if you just need me to be a sounding board in the ear, that is completely fine, and whatever you say here stays here. I'm not taking it anywhere else. But yeah,
I definitely agree with that. Like, I feel like I'd be like, yo, I just did a line of crack. Whatever. See, I don't even do drugs, but I'd be like, yo, I just did.
okay. I was about to say, now crack, we might have to.
Okay.
I mean,
Cocaine.
That's.
I just did a line of coke. Oh, okay. How'd you fit?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to do it again.
I'm like, okay,
Right.
that's
Good
it.
job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as we don't have a problem. Yeah. You're not going to
I
be walking
agree.
13. That's fine. You know?
Not 13. No. If you ever catch me on 13, know that I hit rock bottom and I switched to crack. And it's not okay. I don't do drugs at all.
No,
I don't even like taking medicine.
We don't condone anyone else to do drugs either. Now, tequila.
Okay.
Facts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So our third one are toxic traits. And I would like to think that we don't have any.
Yes, that's true.
And as far as I know, I don't have any. I've heard that I may have some. So what would you say would be like a toxic trait, my Gemini friend?
So my toxic trait is that I am a little passive aggressive. So if you're loud and boisterous, I'm just going to talk to you like this. And I'm probably going to smile and say, okay. And then you're going to get enraged. And the more enraged that you get, the quieter and more calm I'm going to be. And people tend to not like that.
The way you just did it now, I'm like, that's what people have to experience. Oh, it's a little Tyler Perry. It's like, I've seen this in a movie. Oh.
And then, I mean, it probably is a little gaslighter-ish, because then when you get to Riften, I'm kind of like, I don't really know why you're so angry. Why are you so angry? I'm like, I'm not even yelling, and look how you're talking to me. But I still, I'm working on myself in 2021. I'm trying not to be that person.
I feel like we just have, hi, Shanice. We just had therapy. But you are working. I am proud of you.
I've been doing better.
Yeah.
Because people have been testing me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've seen you in some things. You have been doing very well.
Yes. Okay.
I'm proud of you. So I guess my toxic trait is a trait that I can't help. It's my face.
That's a fact.
And I know that I have to make a face, because if not, it's going to come out my mouth. So my toxic trait is my permanent RBF. That's tied into how I'm feeling on the inside. So again, no cancer, I have feelings that I don't really express, even though emotional intelligence is important. Again, things are important that I need, but I don't need to give back.
That's
toxic. So my face is very toxic, because you can be talking to me like,
yeah.
In my head, I'm like, that's dumb, and I'm really giving you that. That's dumb. Like,
yeah.
And I can't help it. So really, especially if it's a confrontational situation, I'm that person that will put their shirt over their face or bite their mouth so you can't see. Or
put our hood up.
I'm a whole child. Yes.
Put our hood up.
Putting my hood up to be like, I'm not here. You can't see me or my face. Handle it. And then if the hood slides back, guess what? I do not talk to you. So I can be very toxic with my face. I was born that way. Looking back at pictures, this is how it's been.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I can attest for that.
I'm learning to express my feelings, no matter good or bad. But my face is still reckless while I'm doing it too. So
yeah.
And I point a lot when I get mad too. That's probably what I shouldn't do. Actually, it's 2 fingers.
Got fingers.
So yes. So this concludes our therapy session, guys. So I feel good admitting my issue.
Get it off your chest, but also so people can know. Don't try us. Don't try us. Don't come for us. We look cute.
Yeah.
But I promise you.
And get us both in the room at the same time. She's gonna be laughing and smiling, and I'm like she's got the Hulk out, and she's calm. I'm the one that's gonna be like, get mad at you being like,
oh yeah, and that's the other toxic part of the trait.
Oh.
I go from like ha 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 to all of a sudden now I'm not playing with you, and I don't know who you think you're talking to, because not me.
Then I get scared. Oh no. What's that? Oh no. Oh no. Then I'm like, why'd y'all do that?
Because I promise I'm a nice girl.
Yeah.
Like, I am. I'm a nice girl.
Do you think our toxic trait could be us together?
Probably. We probably are toxic together.
We're good together also, and if you're friends with us in a group,
it's a fun time.
Right. But if you get on one of our nerves,
and
it's not even on purpose.
I know.
But you're just not going to talk to either one of us while the other one is present like that. I don't care if it's on. What'd she say? Oh. Got the number? On Instagram?
Yep.
Got you.
Because I promise you, I'm never too old.
I'm jumping tag team WWE, swinging off the ropes. I'm in there.
My mom thinks it's ridiculous, but it's not her business. She just doesn't have a best friend. She doesn't know.
That's a great friend. Always be there. True.
Cue up at the Friends I'll be there for you music.
I'll be there.
Can't play it because YouTube will try for a video, but that's fine.
And they get rid of this whole thing.
Yeah.
Dear YouTube. Write a whole stand letter. Dear YouTube, I tried to post a video.
I told y'all she should be on TikTok. I tried to tell y'all. Okay?
I'm on it. I'm not posting.
It's okay.
I'm that auntie that stalks the Facebook page and don't like anything. And then like everything in a row from like 5 years ago.
Just so you know, I've been here.
I've been here. Okay.
Just ridiculous. No, that was good.
Yeah.
So, lastly, I think we are going to go into our let's get newsy conversation.
No black folk are newsy.
Yes, black folk are always newsy. I don't know why they can't be nosy. They're newsy, so we're just gonna go with it.
Yep.
But so let's get newsy is always going to be more of a political feel to it, or what's going on in black news, just to get y'all caught up, so that you can keep your ears to the ground, because we need to know what they're saying about us in these news streets. So. It's Black History Month, and we can never have anything. That's the problem. Anytime that we try to have anything, someone tries to come after it. So I think there's a couple of stories. So one that we wanted to share is, they're both actually related to school. So I think one is in Tennessee and one is in Michigan. Is it Michigan?
North Ogden, wherever that is. In the United States, and you being dumb.
It's one of them red. It's one of them red states acting up. So they are allowing kids in one of the schools to opt out of having Black History Month. And the problem with that is Black history is American history. What do you mean you're opting out of Black History Month? I don't understand. How disrespectful can you be?
I don't know. First of all, the fact that this is it, and it's like it's a Montessori school, so people pay. To go to this kind of school because you are, of whatever caliber, and you think you're so great. And I think that's part of the problem, is that you're looking down on others. But what you're failing to realize is take Black history out and then send these kids to the regular schools after you can no longer go to Montessori. They're going to have a whole reality check. Is that enough? And then the thing is, like, in school, they're only learning about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks. 4 people y'all can't take the time to learn about. 4 people, the same 4 people, and if they've been in that school for that long, they gonna hear it again.
Correct.
So, and I'm sure they're on TikTok and watching YouTube videos. They're not blacking out that stuff. Y'all copying that, right?
Right. And some of that stuff they don't even need to be saying. So
yeah.
I know that we've been posting Black History Month quotes and facts all month. And recently we posted the one with Angela Rye. And it just reminds me when she said we built this joint for free.
Yeah.
Like, how, y'all almost got me cussing. How dare y'all try to allow people to opt out of Black History Month when this country was raised on the backs of Black people. So to say that we can just take that out, but it's okay for us to learn about slavery. As long as we're depicted as slaves, it's okay. But anytime we try to talk about Black excellence, they want us to be quiet.
But y'all don't want to learn about Black history, but you cool with flying a flag that shows that you lost.
Correct.
Because of.
Correct.
Is that why you're mad? Are you mad?
You're mad.
Are you mad?
You're mad. You're sort of.
Are you mad? Are you mad? Like, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And the one that I see the one you're talking about in Michigan, it's a Black man saying, a Black Republican, his hairline back to here, so y'all know, that basically, like, leave it up to me. There will no longer be Black history taught in the schools. You are a Black man, which means you have Black ancestors, which means your ancestors were slaves. I hope you did not procreate at all, because even if you procreated with someone who is not Black, your child is Black.
Just FYI.
Yeah.
Like, FYI.
Any hint of it. If they're not, maybe not talk. If they look like they could potentially be Black, they're going to have the same issues that a regular 100% African American is going to have.
Yeah. They're not exempt.
No.
They don't get this exception. I know you think that you get a little other box on the form, but at the end of the day,
they hold a piece of paper. What other are you?
Yeah, correct. There's no
light skin, dark skin. Like what other are you referring to? Because it's either black, white, Asian. Like if they look at you, even as the Republican, if you're out on the street somewhere and you get pulled over, and that has happened many times to politicians, and they get pulled over, or judges, and they get pulled over by a police officer, you are treated for your skin.
Yep.
They're not gonna say, oh no, but I'm banned in Black history. It's okay. I'm cool. I'm a cool black. No,
right.
Like I'm on your side.
They don't care.
And that's. Care. Did you see Judas and the Black Messiah?
Yeah,
probably got me amped up. I'm mad.
I still about that.
So maybe that's part of it, because I'm like, I am on the revolutionary.
That is
I am a revolutionary.
Funny.
Like I'm so mad even from watching that.
Yep.
And it's just like, again, if you look like us, you're us.
Yes.
Period.
Yeah. And you keep it up, we're going to banish you. And then you can just figure out where you belong in the world, because it ain't with us.
No. If they say today, you got to go back to Africa, all black people got to go back to Africa, they're not going to check your voter registration card.
Correct. They don't care. They don't
Levon said, you're black. You're black. The end. I don't understand. I don't get it.
No. And I think the other story was, it was a lady in Tennessee, and she was the principal, and she wanted the theme for this year to be All Lives Matter. During Black History Month, she wanted to talk about All Lives Matter. And I think that is highly offensive and highly inappropriate. And I think we might have talked about it a little bit just between me and you last year when we were taking part in some events, and it was very much so like person of color. Yeah. I am not a person of color. No. I am black. This is not All Lives Matter as a theme. Right. Of Black History Month. This is not what we're talking about. And if you wanted to talk about All Lives Matter, talk about it during St. Patrick's Day. You talk about it in March. You don't talk about it during Black History Month. And I am very disappointed that is the flag that she is carrying and the hill that she was willing to die on. Because, girl, you lost your job. Like, 100%. You about to lose your job. Okay? and we don't feel no kind of way about it at all. And those are the people who, unfortunately, we don't want to be the mouthpiece of the Black community, because you're not doing a good job and you're the principal. So it also makes me feel like, how are you making sure that all kids are being treated appropriately? And she tried to clean it up with a little spiel. It's not good enough. You lost your job, and that's just that. And I hope you don't get another one anywhere else. Correct. You don't need your own kids. You don't need your own dogs. Like, right. Because clearly you can't be trusted. Like, all lives matter that. Like. Okay. Yep. Well, now I'm mad. So, I guess we can go into what you are our little wrap-up lesson. So, what you not fitting to do, based on this episode of the Girlfriend's Experience, you not fitting to lie to us. You not fitting to mistreat us. You not fitting to talk to us any kind of way. And you most certainly aren't fitting to be teaching our kids about no All Lives Matter during Black History Month. Get your mind right. And we would drop the mic, but y'all still need to hear us. But it's been dropped. Play yourself. Don't play with us. Because it's ridiculous. During Black History Month. Now, give me my mind. Yeah, that's it. So, yeah. Full 28. Boom. Ooh. Look at us. First episode. We'll talk to y'all next week. Yeah. Bye.